So I do realise the quality of this is going to be really poor, but I'm just trying to demonstrate to you how I scan negatives. Now I've got this holder, I can't remember, it's called a pixelator or something like that, and it isn't very good at all. I use it as a mask. It's actually not that great as that, like a holder. I've had nothing but problems with it. But I just wanted to try and show you how I set the camera up. So I have the A7 III on the tripod, and then I've obviously got the let's bring it back up. I've obviously got a macro lens. Now links to all the stuff I've got are in the description below, so if you're interested in buying an A7 III, there's a link. Interested in buying the macro lens that I use, there's a link, and also the Lightbox as well. Again, just stuff off Amazon I got, and all I literally do is I just focus in, I zoom into the actual, if I do this, so I go right in like that, and then you just basically focus to the actual grain. I say it won't be so good on here, and then all I do is take a shot. Now it's on self timer, but once I've done this I'll show you how I edit. So that's basically just taking a shot with the self timer. It's basically to stop shake and that sort of thing. So that's how I've done that. I say I'm sorry this isn't the best quality. I didn't know really how else to do this, because I didn't want to prop this up against the wall and try and do it that way, but it gives you an idea. I also set the camera, so I've got in my function mode. It's actually in the wrong mode at the moment. It's in standard. So normally I would switch it over to function and then go to black and white on there. So normally I go to black and white on there, and then from there, once I've done the shot, once I've focused, once I've got the frame right, I also try and keep a bit of the edges on the actual shot itself, so I can use that when I use it in Darktable. So I'm going to go over to Darktable now to show you what I do. Okay, so I've opened Darktable, and there is a plugin called Nega Doctor, and it basically is to convert negatives into positives. And I've started using it a little while now, and I'm finding I'm getting a much better results with it than doing all the different things I do through Affinity Photo. So I've been using that. So basically I'm just going to show you what I do. Now whether I'm doing it right or wrong, I don't know, but it's what I like, and it's what comes out, what you see when I put them on YouTube. So we're going to have a look at a few of them. So all I'm going to do is just open one. Okay, so I now get the actual the plugin up, and I switch it from color to black and white, and literally it switches over so quickly. I really don't need to do much to this image at all other than crop it, but you can actually change the properties of the actual the tonal range and stuff like that by changing the D max and the D mini. So if I actually put one of these down, you'll see it change. So, and that looks really cool. So I'm kind of pleased with that. And then what I do is I just put in crop, like so. I get the crop tool, like so, and I just literally just bring in the crop edges. Now, when I actually did this, I should have actually taken it from closer up, but it doesn't really matter. Now, this actual film is Fomapan, if I remember correctly. And then we go like that, and then we'll go to something else, like I don't know, OR, and then go to something else, and then it'll crop up. Now, do you know any way, if you do you use this software, and do you know any way where you don't have to click off the actual crop to actually make it crop? Because I couldn't work it out. I don't know if there's a shortcut I hit to actually make it crop. Every time I want to crop something, I have to go to a different thing. But that gives you just one. Okay, so we're going to have a look at another one and see what we can do. So let's pick one of these other negatives, like so. And what we'll do first, we'll change its orientation. So go like that, orientation. Orientation, like so, and just move it round like so, and then we'll go back into the and go back into NEG. You can see I haven't rehearsed this, can't you? Okay, and then switch from color properties to black and white properties, and it really does a good job straight away without me doing any changes. So it gives you some idea, and I can crop that down as well. And the beauty of this is non-destructive. So basically, when I save these out, but I've still got the originals, and you can come back to it, and it keeps its own little file that tells you, that tells the software what's been going on. I guess it's like Lightroom, very much a similar sort of thing, other than Lightroom's very expensive and stuff like that. So let's just grab another one. Let's have a look. We'll see what that is. Okay, we'll grab that. Foxy Wings. So we'll turn that around. And go to the orientation. And it's really difficult to try and talk at the same time as do this because of the way my equipment is set up. But as I say, it just gives you an idea of what I do. And I tend to do most of the negatives unless I know there's something particularly that I don't really want to show you that's not really of any interest. I mainly do more than. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to, let's go back to NEG like that. Click on that there, and then change that to black and white. And look at it. It's just, you know, I don't really need to do much of that at all. In fact, I'm happy with that the way it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop these two out and export them, and then show you the two images on a full screen. And here we are. Okay, you can see both the shots, and yeah, it's got a lovely tonal range. I hadn't really done anything to it. I could have brought the whites down perhaps a bit, but you know, it's just literally to demonstrate. You can clearly see it's a foamer pan. I can tell by the grain structure on this. Plus, it was in a folder that said they were foamer pan on my external drive. And yeah, let's have a look at the next one. So that one and that one there. And that's how I do it. And if you know a better way, if I'm doing it wrong, can you let me know in the comments below? Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.